Straight up, I'm going to tell you, I've got very little idea about bikepacking bags generally, and this is the first experience I've had with any bikepacking bag at all. However, I've had it a couple of months. I've done about 500 kilometers with it, so I do feel in a position where I can give you a basic idea and my first impressions of this Apidura frame bag. First impressions of this bag. From what I've seen so far, I've been pretty impressed. I think the quality is actually very, very good. It looks and feels like it's made out of first-class materials. It's well put together and the zips are excellent. Even these reflective strips and logos, they look like there's been some care and effort in putting them together. But most importantly, it's made of 100% waterproof materials, which is very important. I have no complaints about this bag as far as quality is concerned. As far as fixing systems are concerned, I think they're pretty good. The ones on the top are excellent. I've no complaints about these. However, I have to say that the ones on the down tube and the seat tube could be a little bit thicker, and they are a little bit fiddly as well. Also, I'm not so keen on the way they fold back the excess material. That again makes it just a little bit fiddly. I do acknowledge though that they do need to be extra long because they have to accommodate all kinds of different frame sizes. I'm actually pretty lucky here because I've got a big frame, which means I can go for the larger bag. This is the largest you can get. It's the 14-litre bag and it has plenty of room for what I need. Now, depending on your bike, the size and shape of the frame, you may only be able to get a 6-litre bag. That's the smallest. They also make 7.5 litre and 12-litre bags. If you don't know what size to get, the website has a really good chart size. You can check depending on the type of frame you have, the make of the frame, and also its size. Refer to those charts and you'll get a very good idea of what size you need. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much all good. I've got this bag on the back of the seat post here, and these combined with the kettle bags at the front, that'll give me a capacity of around about 30 litres. Now, normally what I use are two rear Ortela panniers, which give me 40 litres of capacity. But when you haven't got a camping setup, I think this is probably going to be all I need. I don't envisage having anything on the front here. No front bag, no handlebar bag. There's a lot I like about this bag. I like the two compartments at the bottom of the bag. What I really like is the one on the left hand side, which is quite narrow, and it means you can fit things like your phone, keys, money, credit cards, the kind of things that you'd want easy to hand. But what I also like is the fact that you can divide the bag into two parts. There's an internal shelf. If you want it as one bag, yes, you can do that, but if you put on the Velcro shelf, that'll make it into two separate bags, so you can store the heavy items at the bottom. That will prevent everything from slipping down and making it difficult to get items in and out. A couple of little things I don't like about the bag is the fact it's got this little flap here, and what that means is it can kind of interfere with the movement of your legs. I understand it's there as an extra protection on the zip so it doesn't let water in, but yeah, it can be a little bit annoying at times. The other thing is I'm not too sure when it's full if it is going to interfere with the movement of my legs, and that's just something I'll have to find out. Overall, despite those couple of niggles, I think it's a great bag. I paid $150 for this bag. That is at the higher level of the spectrum, but I think the quality does justify the price. You can buy these kind of bags for as little as $30–40 on Amazon and eBay. They're no-name bags, but they won't be waterproof, they won't be as durable, they won't be as practical as something like the Apidura. Now, if you want to look for an alternative, things like the Re-Strap, also $150 would be a good buy, and also the Autoleb, you can buy that for $100, and that would probably be a good alternative as well. My first impressions are overall pretty positive. I like the bag, but the only way to really test it out is on a longer ride. Now I intend to do that next week. I'll be going on a 1,500 kilometre tour, and when I come back I'll have a better impression of the bag then. But I'll leave you with the thought that most of the endurance bike packers, they do use Apidura. Now if it's good enough for them, it's going to be good enough for me. That's all for now. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.